Greetings, Gemini. This is your Heaven's Wisdom message. This is your wisdom message from heaven. So we are going to get started. Thank you guys for being here. My soul recognizes your soul. So let's get started. So for many of you, Spirit is helping you to learn how to take more risk, learning how Spirit is trying to teach you guys how to trust a little more in certain situations and certain scenarios. I feel as though with this trust, you guys may have you guys may feel as though you don't trust nobody. You just don't trust nobody, and you're afraid to take risks. You're unnecessary risks that you may feel is unnecessary. I feel as though Spirit and your angel guides are working with you to lead you down, to lead you on a path where you are now ready. You may feel as though you're not ready, but you're ready. You're ready to get back out there. Spirit wants you to know that you're ready to get back out there. You've learned the lessons. You've acquired all of the knowledge that necessary to be able to use discernment and to set up healthy boundaries, and not to be afraid of taking risk, not to feel as though that everyone is untrustworthy. So I feel as though when you are in a situation, or when you are in a mind frame or mindset that everyone is untrustworthy, then guess what? That's what you're going to attract to you. So Spirit wants you to know that you're now in a position where you're able to set healthy boundaries in your life right now. You have the power. You have the power. You have the control. And as long as you use discernment and use it wisely, the fear of taking any type of risk will dissipate. Yeah, it'll diminish. So I feel as though staying connected is very important, and learning how to trust and when to trust. You know, that's not to say that you just go out there and you just put things up on your sleeves and bypass, any type of any boundaries that you have set, allow people to cross your boundaries. No, that it just merely means trusting that you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the discernment to set your boundaries and not allow anyone to cross your boundaries. So we also have compromise here. So knowing when to compromise and when to walk away. Knowing when to say no and let your no be your no. Let your yay be your yay and your nay be your nay. That means letting yes be yes and no be no. So Spirit wants you to understand. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit wants you to understand when to compromise, and not be afraid, because Spirit will always guide you. You have your Spirit. If you're listening and you're in tune with your higher self, you will have the knowledge and the awareness that Spirit is walking with you, and your discernment is on a high right now. You're on a high. And Spirit speaks very fluently to you. Spirit is trying to speak very fluently to you, that you will understand when to compromise and when to walk away, when to say no and let your no be final. So that comes with the knowledge and the awareness of allowing your boundaries not to be crossed. So what I'm getting is you have the power to tread upon serpents, so that nothing by any means shall harm you. So you have the power. You have the control. You don't have to feel as though you are compromising yourself and allowing anyone to walk over your belief system or your spiritual you're not allowing anyone to walk over your boundaries at this particular time. So let's get some tarot here for you. Oh, goodness. Empress. With the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. You are in your full power. You are in your divine. You're in your divinity. You're standing within your divinity at this particular time. And Spirit wants you to know that and be aware of that. Tell us more, Spirit. Okay. We have the Chariot movement. And we also have the King of Wands in reverse. So this is you being able to know when to move forward. When to move forward. When is the appropriate time to use to move forward. You will know, and you will understand when if someone has no discipline in their life. You will know, and you will understand, and you will realize at any given time when someone is operating. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Someone is operating, has not is only out for sexual gains, or someone is not being real, someone is being fake, as opposed faking that they're passionate or they want to be in a commitment with you. You'll know, you'll have the discipline, you'll be able to use your discernment to be able to distinguish the two, whether someone is being fake and phony with you. You have the ability to do so now. So what's coming up in your hopes? Okay. We have this Five of Swords. I feel as though there's a lot of conflict. You might, for some of you, you might be unsure. You might be a little confused. You may feel as though you don't know that you are confused, but you're not confused. You know, you will know what is risky behavior, what is considered risky behavior to you. You'll know. Hopes for Gem. Oh my goodness. It turned back over. Five of Wands and Five of Swords. This is conflict. This is being in a state of you're hoping that with this Five of Swords and this Five of Wands, you're hoping that you can take the necessary action and you can communicate what it is that you are searching for at this particular time, what it is that you will and will not compromise. You know, you will be able to, you're hoping that you will be able to do so without any type of making a mistake. We just say that. That you'll make the right choice. I feel as though Spirit wants you to know you're ready. You know, you're ready. Now is the time. You're ready. You have the power. You have the discernment. You have everything that you need necessary to move forward. So, what's in your fears? Fears, Gemini's fears at this time? Wow. The Tower. This is you fearing that, Gemini, fearing that fearing that your boundaries won't be respected, fearing that your boundaries will be crossed, fearing that someone that when you say what you have to say, this is you fearing that things are going to come crumbling down. But remember, fear is just the lies of the enemy trying to hold you back from moving forward. This is a mindset, a frame of mind. I feel as though that you guys, Spirit is working with you guys on helping you guys to overcome. So that's just a way of that you have trained your mind to believe that if you say something, or if you express your boundaries and you don't hold firm to your boundaries, that people will walk away. If they walk away, so what? Let them. That means that they were never meant to be in your life from the beginning. They were only there for a brief season, for a time to teach you a lesson. So don't be so concerned about who walks away and who stays. It's not for you. Spirit wants you to not worry about that and not concern yourself with that, because everyone comes in our life for a time and a season. So maybe that individual's season was up. Don't get caught up in fear. Blockages. Any blockages? Oh my goodness. We have don't allow yourself to be convinced to, don't allow anyone to convince you to participate. We have the Three of Cups here as being a blockage. Don't allow anyone to come in and convince you otherwise. Stand firm on what you believe. If you're not willing or don't want to take part in unhealthy practices or things that you feel may that if you don't want to take part in again unhealthy practices, or don't want to do something, don't want to participate in whatever everybody is doing, let's say for the sake of say for instance you got everybody going to a family reunion or everybody going to a party. If you don't feel like you don't want to go to that party, don't feel like you are obligated to show up at that party just because you were invited to that party, or just because everyone wants you to come, or everyone wants to home in on your pearls. They want to see what pearls of wisdom you have, you want to share. If you don't feel like you want to participate in stuff like that or in that, don't allow yourself to be manipulated or used for others gimmicks. That's the word I'm getting. So that's the word I'm getting. Gimmicks. Save your pearls, whatever they are. Whether it's sexually or knowledge, wisdom wise. Save your pearls. What is that saying? Okay. There's a scripture that goes, cast not your pearls amongst the swines. What that merely means is save your pearls of wisdom. You don't feed swine, pigs. And I'm using pigs for the sake of the word, because that's what it says and that's how it's used. For other people's amusement. You're not here to amuse. You're not put here to be anyone's amusement. You're not in someone's circus acts. Your pearls are your pearls. Your pearls of wisdom, whatever it is, So you don't have to feel obligated. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to do it. If someone is trying to convince you to go out on a date with them or have intercourse with them, You don't have to. Never feel that you're in a put in a compromising position. You know, you stand true for what you want. You stand true for what you believe, and not allow yourself to be persuaded by the enemy, because that's what they're doing, trying to persuade you to get what it's only for their selfish gains. So that's all I have to say about that. So yeah. Where's that other set of cards? Messages. Any other messages for Gemini Spirit? Any other advice? Meditation brings answers. If you're not clear on certain things, get clear on certain things. Take the time to pray about certain things. You know, pray about it. Meditate on it. You know, the answer will come. You'll be given the answers you need at any given time. Spirit is walking with you, and you will be given the answers that you need. But in order to receive those answers, you have to be clear within yourself, clear within your mind, and not have a bunch of clutter and rigmaroles going on in your rigmaroles. That's what I said. Rigmaroles going on in your mind, you know what I'm saying, in order to be able to make a clear decision and hear from Spirit. So clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. So, yeah, that's what we have for you here, Gemini. And until next time, remember to do everything with love, strength, and grace going forward. Ciao, y'all.